Good afternoon, Mathletes and Filmmakers. Today is Wednesday, September 5th, 2012, and today you have to excuse my bedraggled appearance because yesterday, or actually really early this morning, there was a building-wide evacuation when someone set off the alarm. So it was like 2:30 in the morning, and all of a sudden we all woke up to this lovely strobe light effect going off in all of the rooms in Crescent, and this very polite female voice was blaring through the speakers going, "May I have your attention? There has been an emergency alarm." And it's like, it was so polite, it just kept repeating, "May I have your attention?" And I'm like, I guess so, I'm already up. But I admit when I first woke up, because I don't have class until later today, I thought it was Kristen's alarm going off, so when I first woke up, my reaction was kind of like, "Kristen, turn off your alarm." But it wasn't Kristen's alarm, it was going off throughout the entire building, and it was so loud. And so we all started evacuating in our pajamas, except for Emily, who had time to like put on like jeans and a t-shirt and like get all like made up to go outside and see if the building's on fire. We were all going down the steps, which have a lot of windows in them, and then we're like, oh, it's raining outside. It wasn't nice. It wasn't. So that is what happened early this morning, and we all just kind of waited under the Rocky Top Student Center until the lights stopped flashing outside the windows, making the whole building look like a strobe light. And then we're like, okay, the lights have gone off, let's go back inside. So we went back inside, and it took us like an hour to go back to sleep, so we were just sitting there laughing, like, I can't even believe this. Not much has gone on since we've last spoken. I've gone to all of my classes now, they all seem very interesting, and I'm excited to like start and get stuff done. As far as bookwork and homework, we haven't actually gotten that intensive yet, so I've been doing a lot of reading and a lot of hennaing. Look at all the henna I've made, look at it. I'm so proud of myself. That's Kristen's, which I was really excited about because I like traced it out. Then that's Joe's. Look at those guns. It's ridiculous. And this one's Rachel's. I had just met Rachel and she was like, "Do you want to henna my foot?" And I'm like, okay. So that was an interesting way to get to meet somebody. I highly recommend that. I've also been reading a lot of books, which is nice because once school really starts, I won't be able to do so as much, and that makes me really sad. But in the meantime, we've kind of started a sweet book club, which I think is really, really exciting. I can't wait to see like if we actually like do it. Right now we're passing around the book 13 Reasons Why by J. Asher, which is like the most depressing book to start on. It's a really, really good book, and I highly recommend you guys read it. And we have other books on this little like bulletin board on our door. We're thinking Tuesdays with Maury, The 5 People You Meet in Heaven, Perks of Being a Wallflower. It's very, very exciting. But what we noticed the other day, and what we were talking about the other day, was that some of the books that we read seem more geared towards girls. And we were wondering if there are any books specifically in the young adult teen fiction area that are geared towards guys. We were talking about like the romances or like the paranormal whatever, where it's like, oh, I'm a plain girl starting my first day at a new school, and oh my gosh, do hot guys like me? What am I gonna do? And Emily was noticing that it's like, oh, it's always a really preppy guy, like the really badass boy who's like driving a motorcycle and nobody approves of, and it's like, ah. And we were just wondering if there are any books like that for guys, where there's like a guy stereotype book. We asked some of our guy friends who came and visited, and they were like, not really. Joe said no. Or they said, oh, we have video games, that's really where our fiction comes from, that we don't read. And I was like, you don't read? So I was just wondering, I've seen the YouTube analytics for our videos, and I know that like the majority of people watching this are female, or at least they appear to be by how YouTube is grouping them. For the minority, for the guys, I was just wondering if there are any books that you guys read that seem to fit like a kind of like pattern. Like, oh, it starts like this, does this, does this, does this. Of course there are other things thrown in, but it's basically this plot line. Just wondering, just curious. And that's pretty much what's been going on with us lately. We've been reading books, we've been going to classes, we've been hennaing each other. I think this year's suite is gonna be really, really cool because we all seem to get along, and there doesn't seem to be like some kind of like power struggle with like people arguing, so that's very nice. We seem like very nice people. I like that. Not much else going on, really, except... oh yeah! Susan is gonna come visit me. I haven't seen her in like ever, because like I said when we first started this, whenever I'm in Virginia, she's in California, whenever I'm in Connecticut, she's in Virginia, which is exactly what's happening now. But when she's in Virginia, she's gonna come road trip up to see me. Susan is coming to visit. I am so stoked, I'm so excited, I'm gonna like scream bloody murder, and I've talked to my roommates and they're like, ah, I get to meet Susan, and I was like, yeah, I'm cool, I'm collected, I'm okay with this. Anyway, I'm really hoping that the fire alarm doesn't go off, but if it does, Susan, you're in for a treat because our fire alarm is very polite. For the Mathletes, every time! For the film majors, I'm a film major. For the film majors, I'm Caitlin. For the Mathletes, Susan will be here on Friday. For everybody else, thanks for hanging out with us, and we hope you come back soon. See ya!